Can you imagine? More than an hour of recording from this point just went dead with the compilation, and the files were totally corrupted, which means I have to do this again, which has its downside, which means that's more work for me, but also good side. And the good side is I go to see the Landsmeet again, because I like the Landsmeet.
Well, alright.
So, we just have to go. We just have to really go.
Yes.
Indeed.
This set and onward. And here we are going to the Royal Palace. Come on, faster. This was much faster for you than for me.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
The problem is, I'm not going anywhere. And since I already told you that I wanted Alistair to be the king and Anora to be the queen, the problem is I screwed up this. There's no way I can do it with the Let's Play. I should have to probably go back to Alistair's personal quest, because it seems I messed up that quest, which is not exactly what I wanted to do. With Catherine we got 3. Turn aside, serve your queen, and save Marik's throne.
You say that with such righteousness. Loghain used to have that ring in his voice.
Alright.
He has not sounded that way in many months now. It is not so clear an enemy when it is your own people you fight.
His own people were imprisoned and tortured.
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business. But sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you.
Oh, you're so wrong. I've seen as a Grey Warden every side of this country. How you support the man who killed your king?
Cailan was a fool.
That's
He
true.
grew up a spoiled child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden.
Let's just go on. Yeah.
I can end the threat you pose to Ferelden. To arms, men!
Oh crap. Alright. I don't really know. Whatever. Kill her.
Alright.
You guys. Leap. Can we? Yeah, like this. Looking nightmare. Everyone attack her. Alistair war cry. War cry? Yeah. Morrigan, what else can you do? Tempest will wake them up, no. But you can... Damn it, I wanted her to leave alive. Crap, nothing goes the way I want to. Oh, you guys start to be annoying. That wasn't really necessary. Right, who's trying to deal with this? Alright. Not good. Zevran, or Hilaria. Right, you're here. Momentum. Why the hell there is no momentum? I thought I already told you to use it. Okay. Catherine is dead. Alright. Morrigan, can you heal us? No, you can't. But you can try this. Right, now with you guys, shock. Oh crap, Morrigan. Right. The problem is, I really would like to finish this recording because I just don't have time. Kill them. Kill them.
On it.
No, you guys take this guy. Talinia will. Right. I wanted her to live. I really wanted her to live. But there was no choice. And we got the Summer Sword.
As you desired.
Unfortunately, Alistair will have to leave our party. Because I want Logain on my side. Now, you know what? Yeah, save game, whatever. We go with this unequipped and equipped again. Because I want them to be not so bloody messy. You two. Ah, right. So with you is always the problem with the strength. No, this one. And this one, right. Morrigan, you're not blooded, right. One injury more. And here we go. Landsmeet. Damn! Everything goes not the way I planned.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Logain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear.
Keep it up.
He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
No. Let's do it with a duel.
A fine performance.
Because Landsmeet, it's the main situation, as you can see.
But no one here is taken in by it.
I am.
You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Yeah, we know that.
Here we have the puppeteer.
Puppeteer. I'm good with puppets. I think. At least
Tell
I think.
us, Warden. How will the Orlesians take our nation from us?
Oh, come
will
on.
they deign to send their troops? Or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
Now we have a problem, because I would like him to live, and I wanted Alistair to live too. But there's no way of this. Yeah, 3. The Blight.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South is fallen, Logain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf.
Then shut up.
But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it?
Oh, yes,
They claim that they alone can end the Blight. Yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
Probably not. You sold Ferelden citizens into slavery to fund your war. That's true.
What's this? There is no slavery in Ferelden. Explain yourself.
There is no saving the alienage.
Oh.
Damage from the riots has yet to be repaired. There are bodies still rotting in their homes. It is not a place I would send my worst enemy. There is no chance of holding it if the Blight comes here. Despite what you may think, Warden, I have done my duty. Whatever my regrets may be for the elves,
You're talking
I
to
have
an
done
elf.
what was needed for the good of Ferelden.
But the thing is, you always do things that are good done for Ferelden. And that is the only way why I still want to speak with you. You send an apostate to poison Eamon.
I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone,
We'll see
it
about
would be
that.
my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's
You
justice.
support me. That's good.
Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this,
At last.
Terran Logain.
At last,
Interference in a
Chantry is
Templar's
useful.
sacred duties is an offense against the Maker.
Might
Whatever
be.
I have done, I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this Warden has done with my daughter.
What have I done? I've protected her from you, that's true.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force,
We'll see about that.
killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
Oh, yes.
I believe
And
I
she
can
is
speak
here.
for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know.
Anora supports me.
This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
The Queen speaks the truth, then.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Anora. I wanted to protect you from this.
Ah,
My lords and ladies!
and now
Our
we
land
count.
has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
We'll see about that.
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
2 for me.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
3 for me.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens.
4 again.
Make her help
4
us.
for me.
I stand by Logain.
1 for you.
No hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden.
5
The Blight is
to
coming.
1.
We need the Grey Wardens.
Landsmeet is against you. Step down.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops
Damn.
flattened your fields
Too
and
many-
raped your wives?
too many people with
you
swords.
fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way
And
I
here it
have.
is.
How dare you judge me?
The problem is, we are the country. Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably. Yeah, because there's no point in fighting everything around here. There's the duel, so we'll just speed up the duel.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this.
Yep.
When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A
Damn
man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me.
We'll see.
Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition.
1 against 1.
A test of
Here.
arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Oh, I will fight you myself.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Oh, you have a problem with me then. Here we are, fighting Terran Logain. Telinia in very white armor, looking good, and Logain. Sword against sword, shield against shield. But I have some things that will allow me to kill him quite easily, you'll see. But before that, Kurde. I just checked one thing before this battle. It seems, I'm quite sure, yeah, I screwed up hardening Alistair. It might be because I don't have much approval with him. Then it means I probably screwed from the very beginning. So let's just fight you then.
My, they're all so...
And now we go with this. Right, now we go with these.
And so I shall.
No. Here.
Of course.
Why not? Bomb. As long as we can throw bombs. Okay. Oh. And this is how you basically play this. And it's half already dead. Warcry. Assault. Oh, that didn't work. 3 then. But I'm already in a... I have such a great advantage. And...
Of course.
Come on! Right.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
And I accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
And that is the problem.
Wait, there is another option.
Oh, Jordan. I forgot to
Tean is a
speak with
warrior
him.
and general of renown.
Happens.
Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Now, this is the problem here. The problem is, Alistair believes being a Grey Warden is a reward. And from Telenia's point of view, being a Grey Warden is a necessity. Because she was forced to be. Generally, with every origin, you are forced to become a Grey Warden. You're always, especially in her situation, because she was conscripted. She was more or less, she was, despite everything that happened, she murdered the person in her own house, the Earl's son. Being a Grey Warden is what he will say, I hope. You want to make him a warden? Why? No, let's say 3. Would that even work? He's not exactly loyal to us.
What does loyalty matter?
And that's exactly what I'm speaking about.
The joining binds us to the Darkspawn. You know this. If you were to forswear your oath and flee today, you'd find yourself in the Deep Roads, or the Blight lands given time.
Yep.
You'd seek them out, or they'd seek you.
The joining itself is often fatal.
And that's an
that
is also
if he
interesting
survives,
one
you gain a
situation.
general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not. Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you. How can we simply forget that?
Now the thing is, Alistair thinks, as I said, he thinks that this is an habilitation, and it is not. What's an habilitation in the fact that you will live 30 years, you won't get even 60, you can't have children basically, because taint will be passed through through to your children, and basically that's what it is. The Grey Wardens are not, it's a necessity to join. If you are there, there is no turning back. It is not an habilitation, and that is at least how. This is of course one perspective, and you can look at them, at Grey Wardens, and I like that perspective more, because we are not some order of knights who do things. We do what is necessary, not what we think is good, honorable, etc, etc. Riordan has a point then. We should put him through the joining.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
So that's it. You or him?
He's being childish. How many generals do you think Ferelden has? We can't afford to lose any of them to Alistair's tantrums if we want to survive the Blight.
Is right.
Oh, but we can afford to lose a king? And the entire army that was abandoned at Ostagar?
He's also right.
Whose tantrums cost us all that, I wonder? I didn't want to be king.
Oh.
I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
And here we have a problem, because there is no way they can marry now. I stand by Alistair. You're right, Honora, or I thought you too. We're going to marry. Let's try this one, but there is no way. You'll just hear how it looks like.
And I thought the whole idea was to bring Loghain to justice. Funny how plans change, isn't it?
You'd throw away a very fortunate alliance for petty revenge? Perhaps Ferelden is better off without you, Alistair.
And that is why you're right, take the crown, Honora. Because I want Loghain in my party, because I want him to I want to have at least one playthrough where he lives till the end, because in my second playthrough I did the same thing as you will see here, but I allowed Loghain to sacrifice himself in the end. That's a spoiler, unfortunately. Also considering the fact that a lot of you probably already played this game, and those who didn't, then play it if you don't want to, then you're watching the LP even till here. So it's Honora, take the crown.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
Even you think she'd be a better ruler. Yeah.
What's wrong with you? He's repeatedly tried to kill us both, and you side with him over me?
What are you saying?
I can't do it. I can't. Ask me for a pound of my flesh, or all the gold in Orlais. But don't ask me to accept that monster as a brother. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens.
But
what
there
else
is one problem.
Could you want from
your
me?
Blood.
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution.
And this is one thing. Well, first of all, there is an inconsequence. she shouldn't know about the joining. The joining is just between us, between Alistair, me and Riordan. So she should not be allowed to know about the fact that joining is fatal. And why is it? What is it? That is one thing that is that is problematic. Second, Alistair will die, which means the royal line of Calenhad goes down. You owe me a boon. I can ask her to allow Alistair to live, but no. Honora is right, sorry.
Oh, I see. So I'm another sacrifice for Ferelden, am I? What happened to you? Can you hear yourself? I'm going to be thrown on the pyre along with Duncan and all the others, am I? Nothing I did counts for anything?
It does count, but this is for the greater good.
Gosh, what a relief.
Guards, take him away, please. And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden,
I was hoping for
there is still a Blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
Just one thing that she is quite good when it comes to speaking.